John Worboys, the Black Cab Rapist, and the Pursuit of Justice. In the early 2000s, London was gripped by fear as a serial rapist targeted women using his black cab as a mobile crime scene. John Worboys, a former taxi driver, preyed on vulnerable passengers, drugging them before subjecting them to sexual assault. The ensuing investigation would unravel a horrifying pattern of abuse and manipulation that had persisted for years. John Worboys began his criminal activities in the late 1990s, operating primarily in the London boroughs of Westminster, Chelsea, and Kensington. Posing as a trustworthy black cab driver, he exploited the inherent trust passengers placed in their drivers, particularly during the vulnerable hours of the night. Worboys used this trust to his advantage, making his cab a hunting ground for unsuspecting victims. His operation involved offering his victims spiked drinks, laced with sedatives such as temazepam. The drugs induced drowsiness and memory loss, leaving the victims vulnerable to assault without a clear recollection of the events. The insidious nature of Worboys' crimes allowed him to elude suspicion for an extended period. As the number of reported assaults increased, concerns began to mount within the Metropolitan Police. The authorities faced the challenge of connecting seemingly disparate incidents and identifying a common perpetrator. The investigation gained momentum in 2007 when multiple victims came forward, sharing their harrowing experiences and providing crucial information about the operation of the Black Cab Rapist. Detectives from the Metropolitan Police initiated Operation Rumble, a dedicated task force aimed at apprehending Worboys and putting an end to his reign of terror. The investigation faced significant hurdles, including the difficulty of establishing a forensic trail due to the drugging of victims. However, the persistence and collaboration of law enforcement, as well as the courage of the victims, played a pivotal role in building a case against Worboys. In February 2008, John Worboys was arrested and charged with multiple counts of sexual assault and drugging. The evidence presented during the trial painted a chilling picture of the extent of his crimes. The court heard testimonies from numerous victims who had fallen prey to Worboys' calculated schemes. In March 2009, John Worboys stood trial at Croydon Crown Court, facing charges related to assaults on 12 women. The jury found him guilty on 19 charges, including rape, sexual assault, and administering a substance with intent to commit a sexual offense. Worboys received an indeterminate sentence with a minimum term of 8 years to be served before he could be considered for parole. The Black Cab Rapist. The case prompted a broader examination of the regulation and oversight of the taxi industry, leading to reforms to enhance passenger safety. The shocking revelations about Worboys' crimes raised questions about how such a prolific offender had managed to operate unchecked for so long. In 2018, the parole board's decision to release Worboys after serving just over 9 years of his sentence sparked public outrage and legal challenges. Eventually, the decision was overturned, and Worboys remained in prison, serving a longer sentence for the safety of the public. The case of John Worboys underscores the importance of robust investigative efforts, collaboration between law enforcement agencies, and the courage of victims in seeking justice. The Black Cab Rapist's reign of terror may have left a dark stain on the history of London's taxi services, but the response to his crimes also demonstrated society's commitment to holding perpetrators accountable and implementing measures to prevent such horrors from recurring.